Moving on to people and their children, we have Mr. Seed's wife, actually, yeah, wife goes by the name of Nimo, who is speaking about her child specifically and the interactions with us on the internet. Well, we all know that she's very open to having the child on social media, including on her YouTube channel, and we tend to see them a lot on social media. In fact, she had this particular child in her arms when she put up this particular video where she says, "I regret introducing my son on social media." And on this particular video, she continued on to say how she feels like if she had another child, she would not let this happen, or she she doesn't think she would put this child on social media as well. And I think I'm going to just quote her. And she said, "I have regretted introducing my son to the public, and I still do, but he is there. But I feel like if I get another child, nitajiita meeting, sana nijue kama nitamput away from it because I have gone through that." And she continued to actually say that she loves the fact that, a lot of people are still chiming into her music and supporting her music, but when it comes to her child, she's kind of at that point where, yes, maybe the child is already there, but maybe she's also thinking about retracting and like reducing the amount of time in which or during which the child is actually exposed to social media. And I completely get this, because a lot of people have opinions. A lot of people have opinions, and unfortunately they're not usually like the best opinions. I remember, who is this, another celebrity who put their child on social media, and the child has got cerebral palsy, and I think he was epileptic as well. So the child looks the way, a little, there's a way children with palsy and other forms of diseases have a very particular look. And so people were coming at her saying, "Why are you putting this child on social media?" Like hating on them and trolling on the child. And it became so messy because she's just like, "Look, I'm not going to hide my child simply because you don't think they're enough, simply because you don't feel like their speech is okay, simply because that child speaks with a bit of a slur." And like, there's a way, I don't want to. Anyway, there is a particular way in which children with some level of mental disability or developmental issues, they have a bit of a slur. There's a way they speak, their processing is a bit slow, so they look a certain way and they speak a certain way. So people were like, "No, stop showing us your child." And she's like, "Let me show my child, because I am proud of my child. I am proud of the strides and the steps that they've taken, and you're not going to shame me into not showing my child." So you see, it's like different sides of a coin. One parent is very proud of the child that they want to show them off on social media, whereas the other parent is like, "Okay, maybe I don't want this kind of energy to be impacted to my child through me, through social media." So I don't know, I think I go back to each their own, but don't forget that people are going to have opinions. Always remember, once you put anything online, people are going to have opinions, yeah? And it's not just your child, it's you as well. So imagine if you can't handle the truth, or you can't handle some level of, criticism. Imagine a child who's barely old enough to have a fully formed thought and opinion, and now here they are being criticized and absconded and shamed and all of these things. So it's one of those tricky situations. If you're going to put your child on social media, be ready for the repercussions.
I think it's pretty wicked behavior for you to just look at a child and have a negative opinion about a child. You're a grown adult, and sometimes you go through comment sections and you find people trolling a child. I remember when, especially initially when she introduced the child to social media, Nimo, she went through that a lot because people had very weird opinions, and I'm like, this is a child. If it was Nimo or Mr. Seeds, say anything you want to say about them, but when it comes to a child, as in, stop yourself. If you have an opinion, keep it in your head. We also had the same scenario going on with Nademo Kami and their child. She posts this child on social media, and you go to the comment section and somebody has such a negative opinion. You're like, why are you beefing with a child? Why do you have beef with a toddler? It does not make sense, and you're a grown adult. And just attacking someone's child just so you can get at the parent, that's wicked. That is brutal. You don't know what parents go through, because even me as a parent, my instinct is always, I take a picture of my son. He looks so cute. I'm like, you're going to look so good on the timeline. But before I post it, I'm like, I can't do this to you, because it's brutal. It is so brutal. And I saw Matthew McConaughey and his wife gifting their son the gift of social media on his 15th birthday and was like, this is how you do it.
That's exactly
That's how you do it.
Yep.
When they know right from wrong,
Yep.
when they have a bit of a backbone, a bit of thick skin, you know, they understand how it works. They told him, we're gifting you this gift of social media so that you can tell your own story and express yourself the way you want to express yourself. Imagine celebrities like that hiding their children for the longest time and finally soft launching them at 15. That's how you should do it.
I think so.
We really don't need to see your child at 40 days old,
Yeah.
or, you know, yeah.
It's